I also coach my clients that when you set an intention, that you can really feel it in your body, that something is so serious, that is so important to you, that your vision, you even can visualize what it is that you aim to do and achieve. You will start attracting things one by one that can make things happen. But most of us, sometimes we are not aware of it. Even the challenges we face are actually things that we are that are helping us towards our goals and where it is when you want to go. And I have been holding this thought about, I would like to change my website. I'd like to change my website. The last website I had was back in 2014. Can you believe it? 2014. It has not changed for so long. And my business was growing. It was still okay. And of course, I was in that comfort zone. But as I look at the 2014 website, I'm saying, I have evolved. I have transformed myself. The work that I do has got so much more different than what I was doing back in 2014. Even though the messages is still the same, the purpose is still the same, the theme is still the same, which is still love and respect, and empowerment, transforming lives, helping others. But since 2014 until now, I have gone onto bigger markets, bigger platforms, different industries, and also having even an expanded purpose of how love and respect is now compared to then. So when I had that intention, somehow one day my husband Zil informed me, hey, I remember Dr. Saida Nuslia from COVID time. We met her long time ago, during like 5 years ago during COVID. We were a platform. Yeah, I want to hook you guys up again, and you can chat, see whatever. Or if you can work together. She was talking about a women's program and all that. So I was like, okay. So I did connect with Dr. Nuslia. And then the first thing my instinct told me was ask her about what she does on social media and on websites, because I saw that is also part of her work through our discussions. And then in my mind already, I had that feeling I wanted to engage her. I didn't know the price and nothing, but in my mind and in my heart, that feeling was strong. I want to engage her. And then I want to work with her. And I don't have that feeling with a lot of people who came and pitched to me for many, the last couple of years on, you got to upgrade your website, you got to upgrade your social media and all that. I did hire some people for a short period of time, but the feeling was not as strong as that conversation, the first conversation I had with Dr. Nuslia. And then what happened was we started working, and I just felt everything was right. She got me the social media. And today, in fact, Dr. Nuslia, I met somebody at the Sudan Modern School graduation. They were already, could see the change on my social media. They say, wow, Mushida, I see that you're doing a lot of great things. And, you're very active right now with all your business. And I was thinking, I haven't been active on social media, but I have been very busy. How did they know? It's because of all these postings, all this awareness, and the sharing that Dr. Nuslia and her team has been doing for me. So I'm very grateful for that. And now I just like to share with you why I found this need and why this website has to come at this point in time, right? And as you know, Love and Respect started way back in 2007. And of course, it has evolved. The logo has evolved. The work that we do has evolved. Love and Respect back then was more about personal empowerment only. And that was before I started doing corporate training. And when I started doing corporate training, teaching people customer service, teaching people personal grooming, I found that when there's no love and respect within, there is no love and respect without. People become nice and be good to other people just because of business, or just because they have to. It's their customers, and customers are always right. And it doesn't matter about their values. It doesn't matter about what they think. It's as long as the customer is happy. And even if it's the wrong thing to do, they will do it, right? So when I saw there was something that was not aligned in that message, that's where Love and Respect had to go into the corporate market. And I said, I believe Love and Respect has to be within the DNA of the organization, not just profits. And before it was very much focused on let's go make money, and create profits, and you can grow your company better. That was the vision of a lot of companies back in the early late 1900s, 1990s, and also the early 2000s. And when I started to introduce love and respect, I got a lot of comments like, oh, dangerous, love and respect cannot work in companies, it's very dangerous, and they think love is something that is between a man and a woman, they don't think of love as our energy, as how we present ourselves, as how we show up in this world. And that was what I wanted to educate people on. Love, as when we encompass it, it becomes part of us. It becomes our aura. It becomes how we are in relationships. It is how we are when it comes to treating ourselves right. It becomes who we are when we do business. It becomes who we are when we want to grow our business and make more money. And what are we going to do with that money? It becomes everything that we do is on love. And love has to come with respect, which is the feminine and the masculine energetics has to come together. Because if it's just love and no strategy, no goal set, no goals, no directions, then of course it's going to be very disorganized. And if it's just masculine, which is always got to be goal oriented, no feelings involved, everything is do, and hustle. And that is where people will always burn out and people break up relationships because of that imbalance in the feminine and masculine energetics. So love and respect must come together in your life, in your business, and also in how you deal with yourself. And when I thought of all of this, I put all of this together in my head and I said, the website has to be something that encompasses all of this masculine and feminine energy. And that is why, some of the colors, I'll be showing you the website in a bit, the colors that I have together with Dr. Nuslia's team. And I love that her team is very intuitive also in getting me. Not many people can get me easily. And also the message that I want to convey. Not all the time it is right. Yeah, when dealing with people, when they try to understand what I am advocating, but with Dr. Nuslia's team and herself, she gets it easily. Yeah, and she said, "What, Dr. Nuslia, you said what your brand and my brand is very much aligned." And I said, "Yes, I know, I believe that is, and I would like to gather more people." And in the upcoming women's event that we are doing, I want more women with this belief, with this mindset that when we all come together, what we do for our families, what we do for our business, what we do for our communities, and what we can do in the world is going to be exponential. It's going to be transformational. And we need leaders who have both the masculine and the feminine energetics within us. Yeah. And this is something that I totally believe what businesses are meant for. Businesses, yes, of course, people say, what's the purpose of business is to make profits, but what do you do with those profits? Business is successful when there are profits, but what do you do with those profits? And I believe when you set the intention first, the money will start coming in because the business model has to succeed. The business model is meant to serve others because there is a purpose behind that business. So there is no way it's going to be losing, because now you are going to be profiting because you are focused on adding value with purpose through your business. And that's how profits will be done, right? So I believe, business is actually meant for good. Business can create a lot of positive changes, and business is good for people and planet. But the people running that business has to be able to self-lead with love and respect, has to be able to lead others and themselves with love and respect, has to lead their business with their mission and vision, their goals and strategies with love and respect, right? And I believe that even if you have nothing, zero resources, how am I going to start? You can always start, because now I'm going to share with you the screen of my website. Yay! So happy with this. Yeah. And that's me. It's actually not a very new picture. It's sometime back in maybe about 6 years ago. Okay, I have not changed much from that, I hope. Yeah, but I have aged since then also. And I hope, I'm wiser, hopefully, yeah, inshallah. I believe even if you have zero or little resources, you can always start, because from small things, big things grow. And this is the tagline that we came up with through my brother-in-law's company, which is a branding company based in United States. Right now, it's based in the US and Australia. Yeah, at that time when we was working with him, he was in Australia, and the team came up with this. The things that we have done. We all had no resources, but we did it anyway. Some of you who knew my story when I first came to Kuala Lumpur back in 2006 with a baby and a husband who just lost his job, I only had 2 ringgit, which is equivalent to 50 cents US. Yeah, and that was the money I had. I was totally dependent on other people at that time. But you know what? From small things, big things grow. From that 50 cents, it became $5,000 in less than 2 weeks with whatever resources I already have, which was my networks that I built a long time ago that I didn't use because of my mindset. And when I was, threatened with being homeless at that time, I said I had to keep my family together. So I believe when you have a very strong why, when you have a very strong purpose, you can start to think outside of whatever it is in your mind, right? And I believe also now, that there is no box. We always think outside the box. We don't even think there is a box now. There is no box. It's just think, and it's there. And it's to be creative, to see whatever resources that we already have. And you know what? We have them. And it's just to break past that blocks or that box that we put in our head that we think we have. We do not have the resources. Yeah. So this is what I work with my clients on also, especially this works on the personal resilience program that I have. I'll share that also a bit with all of you. But I believe from small things, big things grow. Yeah. So way below here is where I talk about creating powerful leaders. And I have found that when I started building, helping the low-income communities, when I'm helping organizations to create better teams, when I was working with the marginalized communities like the low-income refugees and the refugees back in 2015 when a lot of refugees came into Malaysia, I found that, aside from just helping them, of course, the basic things like people need food, people need shelter, people need a community, we got that together. But when there's a good leader within that community, nobody goes hungry. When there is a good leader that is adding value or creating more leaders in the community to do more good in their surroundings in the community and to help other people, more people get helped and get out of poverty. And I find that when you create powerful leaders within organizations, departments do not fight. People look forward to meetings, especially when the boss says, we got to have a meeting this Friday, and every time that happens in most organizations, people get stressed out. People get, oh no, they're gonna be, finger pointing or something bad, But when I address when there are organizations that are successful and have inbuilt love and respect, and they are massively profitable, and they have powerful leaders who call a meeting and people look forward to that meeting, because during that meeting is where they get new ideas, they get to collaborate with other people, they get to work with other departments, so everybody grows. They've got to develop teams or identify talents within the teams. They get to share problems and get ideas on how to resolve those problems. So these are purpose-driven organizations. These are purpose-driven communities. These are purpose-driven families. And when we have great leaders within a family, within a community, within an organization, that's where you see real transformation happen. And a lot of times in the past, we did not address this. We talk a lot about, how to control people, manipulate, get the clothes, get people to sign the form, even though they don't want to buy something, they don't care, you got to make that sale, all those things, those are things from the past. Yeah, it was successful at that point in time, but as you can see, as the world is transforming right now, you see the changes that's happening in this world. And right now we are in the state of VUCA, VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous times. And sometimes people call it, we are living in disruptive times. Yes, there's climate crisis. Yes, there's geopolitical changes, which is so predominant right now that we can see. Yes, there are a lot of migration issues. Yes, there are environment issues that we need to address. There's also inflation issues and the financial issues that's happening. The food crisis is also another thing that a lot of people are worried about. That's where it's very important to create resilient people, self-leaders who will then lead others and lead their communities, lead their organization, lead their families for a better world. Look, guys, seriously, we are really in need of powerful, the right leaders right now for ourselves, for our communities, for the betterment of this world. And this is the time where, we all can come together and identify our own inner strength, our personal strength, so that we too can start first becoming a leader to ourselves, right? Now, the other thing that I will also share about is the pillars that I have in the way I deal with my clients and the way I deal with my corporate clients and also my personal clients, right? I do teach on emotional intelligence, organizational excellence. I also have corporate training and workshops that include personal branding, corporate image empowerment, international business etiquette, customer service excellence, health and wellness for employees, which is one of our very, very popular topic right now. I also do personal one-on-one coaching for those who want to just remain more anonymous. They want to work with me privately on issues that only I will be able to support them with, and not involve other people's input as well, right? And I do one-on-one coaching, I do one-on-one training, and I've seen amazing results. Some of them are my private clients that have asked me not to share who they are because of their visibility. And I would like to say that there has been transformation. I'm very grateful for that transformation that I've seen, the relationships that they have built, better relationships instead of breaking up with the loved one, the spouse. They start even having better relationships with their spouse. Some of them have made like 5-figure incomes from zero, started from zero with little resources, have started creating 5-figure income. Some have also started not only riding horses, but owning horses. And that is also something that I am very grateful to be able to support them with, to create their dreams that you want. Yeah. And how I work with, these are some of the, as you go onto the main website page, as you go down, you will see from the top here what I do, working on leadership management, personal growth, manifesting financial abundance. These are some of our packages that we have. We do have payment plans for some of you who would like payment plans. And these are some pictures that I have and the companies that I have worked with and supported them with, including WHO. More recently, I've done work with Petronas and the Proton, and also the KUFPEC, the Kuwaiti fuel petroleum company. These are some more other things that I work on, which is personal brand, mindset change. Yeah, and these are some of our social media. And as you can see on the front page already, there's a button at the bottom. It's a WhatsApp button that you can immediately connect with me. And I've got people who has sent me messages there. Oh, I've been through a website. I saw this program. Can you tell me more? And this is how I can communicate better with all of you. And I do have direct access to my website, my WhatsApp, and I answer them immediately when I can. Otherwise, I do have other people like Dr. Nuzlia's team also can help me with emails and also addressing some of the WhatsApps. And I also have some other support that my personal assistant Sean, who also helps me with when I can't get in touch with you. But when I'm not in a training, there's always me. It's always me. I can directly communicate with you if you have questions. But if I'm in a training, you will get supported by one of my members of my team. So this is what you will see on the front page. And I would love to also share, before I go on to some of the other things that are in the website, the other areas that the main areas I would say that I support you with is on the leadership. Yeah, your personal leadership, your masculine and feminine leadership. I work with you on your personal growth, like knowing your personal brand. And you know why I talk about personal branding? Because I notice a lot of people create a personal brand that is not personal, that is not them. And it's more like, oh, how can I market myself better? But they don't become them. They say, oh, in front of people, I'm a different person. Behind I'm a different person. Then which one is the real you? And some people have even told me before that, at work, I'm a different person. At home, I'm a different person. Then which one is the real you? You show up as you. And that is who you are. That is your personal brand. And you are known in that particular area because of your strengths and what you are focused on. And you are proud of it. And this is what I work with my clients on. And you will feel so aligned. You don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not. You will not get nervous speaking in public because you don't have to pretend to know something you do not, because you know in your heart the things that you are passionate about, and you know in your heart why you are confident, because you are sure of yourself and the gifts that our Almighty has given you, and you are grateful for that. And this is how I work with my clients on personal brand and personal growth, and be able to really step into that and represent that through your life. If you choose not to have a business, you want to work as a professional, in a career, it's great. It's wonderful. I'm not saying you must start a business. You can excel in the work that you are in as long as it's aligned with your purpose and your values. And you know what? You will do so well in that, right? And I will also be, the third thing that I will also address in my support is your income growth or your business growth, right? We will work with you on your money mindset, on how you see things around your opportunities, step into your strengths. So when you start to create your growth, your income growth, and either to grow your business or to create new pricing packages or to create new income levels for yourself in your professional life, this is where I coach you also on that, right? We'll work with you on your money mindset. And when I talk about money mindset, this is where the Miracle Money Masterclass comes in as an introduction to what this is about, because it is intensive when we go into the money mindset. How many of us here have been ingrained with so many things like money doesn't grow on trees, you got to save money, don't waste money unnecessarily, you gotta work really hard for money. All of these things that we have been so ingrained with, even though we say, oh yes, I have learned new things, I've learned to reprogram my mind. But you know what? Some of them are in our DNA that even if you get past your certain $1 million and you want to go to another level of $1 million, there is another gap that can also play with your mind and your feelings and your fears and your doubts. And this is what I support you with as well, because I am currently still going through this myself. I am learning from all the steps that I'm applying, that I will be sharing with you. I'm still learning them and I'm still experiencing them. And I do hire a coach also to support me based on this. And because this is the mindset that will limit your growth. And that's why when I talk about business growth and income growth, I work on your money mindset. And come on the 19th of July at 9 p.m. Singapore, Malaysia time, look into all of my social media. We do have been promoting that. It's pinned on my Instagram. So I'd love to see you there. It's only $49 to attend. We already have participants attending, and I would love for you to come and join us. And this is the Miracle Money Masterclass. I'll be sharing with you the tips, the mindset, the initial things that you need to work on for you to start addressing this, because this can be holding you back or really letting you grow limitless. And you know what? The Miracle Money Masterclass will also address relationships, because how we see money also affects us in our relationships. And a lot of us have been inbuilt with this, like, oh, you know, it's not my job to make money because so and so has to be making money, or things like, oh, this person is not making enough money. I'm very frustrated. Why am I always the one doing all the work? So all of these things I will be addressing, because when you get this money mindset into your psyche, and it comes into your belief system, and how you see relationships, how you see people, and how you see relationship dynamics, it can affect the quality of your relationships as well, right? And the quality of your life. So we'll be addressing this as well. I'd love for you all to come in the Miracle Money Masterclass. It is going to be amazing. It is not a how to balance your balance sheet kind of class. So if you want that kind of class, no, this is not the right one. This is a whole DNA reprogramming around money, and I'd love for you to be able to experience that. Yeah. And then I also talk about the other one, the fourth pillar, which is the social media and social impact management or creation, right? Why I put social impact? Because I believe in your life, you are meant to add value to not just yourself, but to others beyond your family. Of course, you start with your family, you start with yourself, and then you start helping others around you, your communities, the world. And we don't want to be those kind of people. The people in my community are not those people who complain about, oh, why this government like this, why this person like this, why this leader is like this. We are people who are action takers. We are people who create things and make things, because we see some things are not right, that that is happening around us. For example, there are homelessness, there are poverties, people in need, people who are oppressed, people who are called marginalized, people who are not created equal or given equal income or equal rights. Instead of just, addressing it, of course, we highlight it. We say this is wrong, there must be change. We create through our business an opportunity for all of these people to not be marginalized, to not be poor, to not be discredited, to have a win-win-win-win situation in our lives. And this is something that through business, through your life, even if you're a professional, through your personal brand, you actually do good for another person, not just a person, but also for the planet. So it could be animals as well. So like right now, I've gone also into horse rescue, horse adoption, and also helping horses get adopted, and learning to do horse riding, and as part of our therapies as well. And this is something that I would love to work with you on creating that social impact that is close to your heart. For some people, it is for orphans. For some people, it is for animals. Some people, it is for the trees, for the environment. Those are all great stuff. Let's incorporate that into your life so that as you grow, somebody else or the planet gets better because of your growth. Let's not be one of those people who say, the richer I get, I'll be a worse kind of person. No, you're not that kind of person. The richer you get, the more people will benefit. People will also come out of poverty. There will be more jobs. The world will be the world will be helped. There will be less pollution. So when we start to think on this mindset, that is how you not only grow your business and make money for yourself, but you are actually doing good for people and planet. And last but not least, the fifth thing that I also work on with my clients is that healing process, where we do releasing work, we do forgiveness work. We really reprogram ourselves to have gratitude within us. When I came out of that 2 ringgit or that 50 cent time, I remember that one thing I did. I can still remember it. When I was feeling very down and helpless, I was saying, how am I going to survive? I don't have any money. I have to start a new business. It's going to take time. I think I better go home. Some of those things that negative things that I was thinking at that point in time, it changed with just a simple gratitude. I saw 3-in-1 coffee in the house I was staying in, and that made me so happy. 3-in-1 coffee and a pack of biscuits. I saw biscuits, those little, like 3 biscuits in a small pack, and then some has sugar on it, some has cheese on it, cream on it, and I saw 3 pieces of crackers in that little clear plastic, and I was so happy. I said, I won't die. I can survive, because there's coffee and there's crackers, and if I survive, my baby will survive because she was fully breastfed at that time. So that feeling of gratitude started to shift my mind towards things that I could see possibilities in coming out of my problems. I opened my laptop and I found a database that I didn't even know existed on my desktop. And it was there for 2 years. And that database was the one that I started to send emails to at that time, to get connected with people in Kuala Lumpur. And from there, I started to grow my business. I was appearing on television. I even had a 5-year stint as Malaysia's morning motivator at that time. Waking up very early, 5 a.m. in the morning. I had to be in the studios by 7 a.m. and be motivational. And I was doing all of those things from zero. I didn't know anyone. But how can we start attracting? And I really believe it's in the energy that you project. It is in the aura that you project. It is in the intention that you project. And this can all be done when you heighten your spirituality. Yeah. And with all of that, what I have mentioned, the next thing I want you to see on the screen right now is how we help. These are the topics that I address. I invite you to go in there, look through some of the training that I have done. If any of you want a personal coaching on this, I can do that. If somebody wants a team in your organization, I could also do that. We'll discuss on the best dynamics to deliver those. And the Power Circle, the Equine Power Circle is actually a community of people who are really making changes in their lives. It's a monthly membership that you can come in. You can also network with each other. And in the Equine Power Circle, you will also be able to get the Miracle Money Masterclass. It's $49 per month for the membership for now. Before, the prices I've already discussed with Zil that the prices are going to be increased actually, but I'll open it up at still $49. You will still get the Miracle Money Masterclass. If you sign up for the Miracle Money Masterclass, you will get the Power Circle for free for 1 month. Yeah, there's also one-on-one coaching opportunities, but this is at a different price point. And we also have therapy retreats like horse riding and archery. And since I started riding at age 50 years old, right? I started riding horses when I was 15. Now I am turning 54 this year. Yep. And I found there's so much transformational work here. Of course, I do mindset work, I do visualization. My work has always been around mindset. But when I started riding horses and some of the miracles that I see in my life since I started horse riding, horse ownership, communicating with horses, being around horses, that was when I found there was amazing results. And these are things that I will be sharing also in the Power Circle. This is also something I will be sharing also in my training. So whoever signs up with me for a one-on-one coaching or any of my training programs, you do get a chance to experience horse therapy as well. I'll invite you. Yeah. So be sure to come into our space. Be sure to come into our circle. Get yourself opted into our emails. Send me an email and say, I want to know more about how I can get regular updates. So I would love for you to be updated of programs that I run. I do run a lot of programs during the month, every month actually. And right now, since Dr. Nuzlia is also in Oman, we are going to look beyond just Asia. It's going to be in the GCC region, which are the growth regions right now. ASEAN and the GCC regions are growth regions right now. And these are things that we can all collaborate, network with, do business together, build fantastic relationships with one another. And always remember that if you can, come by and join in the Miracle Money Masterclass. It is going to be recorded, so you will also get a copy in case you cannot make it. It will be held at 9 p.m. Singapore and Malaysia time, so it will be in the evening. So if you are an early sleeper, do take a nap in the afternoon first before you come in that night. I would like you to be 100% awake and really taking in all the points and start working on reprogramming your money mindset. And for me, I believe this money mindset, the unhealthy money mindset that we have, that was programmed in the past, has been the one that has been causing a lot of wars, a lot of office politics, a lot of broken relationships. And I will be sharing that in our Miracle Money Masterclass, how this is also interrelated, and we've got to get rid of this and reprogram amazing new thoughts, because life is abundant, opportunities are abundant. There are resources, there are networks. There's 7 billion people in the world that we can reach out to. Yeah, there is enough. And I so believe that from small things, big things will always grow. And with that, I wish you all a lot of love and respect, and I really look forward to seeing you on the 19th of July. And remember, if you join in the Miracle Money Masterclass, I would like you to also be invited to the women's program. If you're a women's event, that will be on the 2nd to the 4th of August. And if you choose to be more visible in the women's program and want to, talk and be presented to amazing women around the globe, get your products known, get yourself known, get your brand known, right? You come in there. The Miracle Money Masterclass is for you for free. The Power Circle is for you for free. I will add that in. Yeah. And I will do group coaching when you are in the Power Circle community. And that's where you can get a lot of questions answered and get yourself networked with amazing people around the world. So with that, I will